5 things that I wish I knew in my early 20s. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it just got so sunny and I look so blown out right here. I'm sitting in my office. My desk is up against the windows, but it also looks like it's about to rain. Okay, before I forget, don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Anyways, I have a TikTok that I posted about what I wish I knew in my early 20s or like in college, something like that, because a few months ago I had this same conversation with 2 or 3 girls that I know or like ran into about what I wish I knew when I was in my early 20s, and I wanted to kind of expand on it. I have my laptop in front of me. I can't remember anything, so I have to write it down. And yes, makeup is giving me, I don't know, it looks like I've been crying. So I think my allergies are starting up. Okay, here we go. Number 1, this is what I referenced in my TikTok video. Don't feel like you have to have it all figured out. God, I wish someone had said this to me. I mean, someone probably did, but you know, you always take it with a grain of salt. But seriously, I am 28 years old. I just now feel like as I'm getting closer to 30, I feel like I'm finally understanding like what makes me excited, like what I want to do on a daily basis. Your 20s are so mismarketed. You are not supposed to have it all figured out in your 20s. Everyone makes after college seem like it's gonna be the best years of your life. And don't get me wrong, they're fun, but you're not supposed to be rich and have a nice apartment and have a great boyfriend and have a nice car and do all these things and travel. Like, your 20s really are for figuring shit out because it's hard. Adulting is hard. And I just think like our education system doesn't prepare us for that whatsoever. Love my parents, but they were never like, hey, every month you need to pay off your credit card if you're gonna open a credit card. So many little things like budgeting things. And no one tells you how hard it is to transition from college to real life. Mainly, like, don't feel like you need to know what your career is gonna be, to know who your best friends are. Also, as you get into your later 20s, like your friends may change from college. I feel like you also start having more like work friends. I was just listening to a podcast yesterday with Mel Robbins and call her daddy Alex Cooper, and she made a point that I've not thought about, but your friends are so much so based off proximity. You have work friends because those are the people you work with, and when you get a new job you lose those friends usually, and then you get new friends, and it's literally just based off who you're close with physically. Anyways, just know the universe, God, whatever you believe in, like there is a plan for you, and when you are supposed to figure out what you want to do with your life, you will figure it out. Like it will come to you. Don't waste your time being anxious and worrying, because I spent, oh my god, hell of years thinking, why don't I know like what I want to do? And you're gonna go through some shitty jobs. Like you will, trust me. You'll figure it out. It's really trial and error. I honestly think like the more jobs you can have in your early 20s, like the better. Try different things, which will actually bring me kind of to my last point. I'm gonna push that one off because I feel like not everyone's gonna want to hear that one. So okay, number 2, live alone if you can afford it. I love my husband. I love living with him. I had some of the best years of my life living by myself, mostly because I was just learning so much about myself. Like thought that I was not a messy person until I was the person not cleaning up the dishes. You know, there's just little things that you learn about yourself and your habits that you probably don't even know about yourself because you lived with your family growing up, and then you went to college and you had roommates. When you live by yourself, you learn a lot about yourself and your habits. Also goes into being alone, which is another one of my points, which is learning to be happy by yourself. Time alone in your apartment by yourself and not feeling like, oh my god, I'm missing out on something. Oh my god, I need to be with my friends. Oh my god, I can't be alone, which I really struggled with for a while. It was hard. And staying home on a Friday night, I feel like the generation now that I see on TikTok who's younger than me, and they're like, love my Friday nights alone, like taking a bath, watching a movie, reading a book. Like I was so anxious not being out and about, but I think that's just like the ways our generation was shifting. But anyways, living by yourself. And also I tell people this and they're kind of like me, but stay single if you want to. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being single. Like during this time where you're figuring things out for yourself, it's a lot easier to figure things out when you're not also trying to figure someone else out. If you can stay single and you don't want to date. Like, don't feel like you have to date. That's basically what I'm saying. Don't feel like you have to date, because I feel like society is like, you need to go out and find a husband after college if you don't already have one. But I mean, I feel like I casually dated. I definitely had like boyfriends after college, but I almost wish I was like single more. I was definitely like at some point one of those people who was like, I need a boyfriend just to have a boyfriend. There were times I was single, and that is when I felt like I learned the most about myself. I started doing this, of course, like towards right before when I met my husband, but I started taking myself out to dinner, and it was terrifying. I used to think it was like the weirdest thing ever, and now I'm like, damn, that was nice. Like, I enjoy doing that. I make a point to do it now still sometimes. It's nice to be with you and to literally just sit somewhere and like also observe other people and not have to feel like, I don't know, to converse with someone. I don't know. I love it. Some people will be like, no, but just spending time by yourself. Your 20s are really time to figure out what makes you tick. Their little thing. Don't feel like you're in a rush to get married. I just got married and it's been 6 months, and like I'm 28. I feel like it was a good age. I'm actually one of my first friends to get married. Not engaged, but married. And there's no rush. Like, there's just no rush. You have your whole life to be with someone. And like, I feel like I was a little bit, I don't know. It's just another societal pressure thing. There's no rush. Like, if your family bothers you about it and other people bother you about it, like seriously, like tell them to fuck off. Like, it's not, there's no rush. Okay, routines. Now that I like have a morning routine, a night routine, they're just so sacred to me. And I definitely think that like in your 20s, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But I think that a lot of my like anxiousness and craziness feeling was because I didn't have a routine. And I think if I had had one to fall back on, like maybe not do every single day, but I had no routine at all. And I just felt kind of lost every day because I would just wake up and just like get ready to go to work, and that's pretty much it. So I'm not saying like work out, but get a routine where you wake up and you read, or you wake up and you meditate, or you journal or something. Just do something for yourself before you throw yourself into the day, because then the day just kind of rules you. So yeah, like establishing a routine. Also, and if you're not like a morning person, like establish a night routine. Like when you get home from work, like you do something for yourself that's not just scrolling social media or watching Netflix. Next thing, rejection is redirection. This is a hard one for me to learn, and I still feel like I'm learning it. But when you try different jobs and stuff like that, if in trying to find new jobs or do new things, you're not getting, like, let's say there's a job that you really, really want and you don't get it, huge thank you actually to the universe or God, whatever. That's not meant for you. What is meant for you will happen, it will come, and the jobs that you're supposed to have will happen for you, and hobbies and friends and all of that stuff. But yeah, rejection is redirection. It is a good thing. Another one of my favorite sayings is everything is happening for you, not to you. So don't feel like if something like that happens that it's the end of the world. Like, there's something else better coming, so just be patient. Okay, last thing that I feel like this doesn't apply to everyone, but I just wanted to throw it in here because this is something that I actually wish I did, but I don't think I knew that it was an option. Content creation is a viable career. It was like just becoming a thing when I was in college, and like I didn't know anybody who was doing it. I think Instagram literally had just become like something that everyone had like my sophomore or junior year. So being a content creator just like wasn't really a thing. Obviously YouTube has been around forever, but I just think that if you are interested in it, you should fucking do it, because I like literally wish that I was like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years younger, I think, because if that was the case, I know I would have started doing content creation in college. And then after college, I did move back in with my parents for a few months before I got an apartment. I would have lived with them longer, and I would have used that money to like, that I would have been using for rent to become a content creator, and saving that money. Because you can do it, anyone can do it if you are interested in it. I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm just saying that that's something that I wish I would have done. I would say living with your parents longer, like, know that it will probably drive you crazy. I think I lived there for 6 months and I was like, I can't do it anymore, like I have to move out. But now looking back, I definitely could have done it for another 6 months, and just the sun is just crazy as far as like saving money, that kind of stuff. Like my parents were actually really great about it, and they weren't like nosy like when I came home at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was actually like not that bad. But at the time I felt like it was like the end of the world and I just wanted to move out. So yeah, living with them a little bit longer would have been a great thing to do, like money wise, and just figuring out like what I want to do, like instead of like feeling like I had to have a job kind of thing, if that makes sense. So yeah, I know I'm forgetting something. If you're watching this and you have something that you wish you knew in your early 20s, I'd love to hear it. Please write it in the comments. Okay, hope you guys enjoy this. I really hope this helps someone, because whenever I have these conversations with these few girls that I was talking about in the beginning, they were like, thank you for saying that, because no one says that. Because I feel like your parents are not purposefully putting pressure on you to figure things out, and it's okay. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to take your time to figure things out for you. At the end of the day, you are the only person who has to be happy for you. So make yourself happy, figure out what makes you tick, figure out what makes you happy. I really hope this helps somebody. I really hope this reaches the right group of people. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on TikTok. I feel like I'm more present there on Instagram these days. Love you guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.